and gentlemen, put your hands together. The 2023 SBD World's Strongest Man is Mitchell Hooper!
Dave Palumbo here with an RX Muscle news update. As probably many of you have heard, if you follow the World's Strongest Man competition, Mitchell Hooper is the new champ. He is from Canada. He also won the ARNOLD STRONGMAN earlier this year. What an amazing 11-month run for Mitchell Hooper. Here's a guy who was, I don't think he was on anyone's radar last year. And he was up and coming for sure, but he wasn't on anyone's radar as a guy who was going to, win the two biggest strongman competitions in the world. And not only did he win the Arnold earlier in March, but he followed this up with a World's Strongest Man title, something that no one could ever take away from him. It's kind of like winning the Mr. Olympia in bodybuilding. Once you've won one, you're in a very, very exclusive club with the likes of Brian Shaw, Hafthor Bjornsson, Magnus de Magnusson, and all the great champs of the past, Bill Kazmaier. Mitchell Hooper has got to be like the Rocky story of World's Strongest Man. I mean, this guy's incredible. Matter of fact, in the lead up, the preliminaries leading before the finals at World's Strongest Man, I think he won like 4 events in a row, something that no one has ever done. I mean, usually these World's Strongest Men guys will trade off. They'll win, come first one competition, they come in second, and the next event, third event, they may come in third, and they grab a first. This guy won 4 in a row in the preliminaries. I mean, he is very, very dominant. He's certainly not the tallest guy out there. He's got a good physique on him. He's got a lot of raw muscle. You could tell he lives the lifestyle. He's a World's Strongest Man coach. I love to see these great stories where people come out of nowhere. No one expects to see these guys do anything, and they just dominate. And you know why Mitchell dominated? Because this guy lives the lifestyle. He trains like his life depends on it, and he gives 100% to what he does. And that's a testament to what hard work does. And that's what World's Strongest Man is. It's really a really difficult competition because it combines sheer brute strength with speed and agility, especially when you have to load those Atlas stones. That is a very, very hard event. It's bad enough trying to hold one of those things. It's another thing having to run with those things and then place them on pedestals. It's an incredible amount of skill it takes. And you have to prepare for so many different events. It's not like you're just preparing for the squat, the deadlift, and the bench press. No, these guys have innumerable events that they have to prepare for. And each one requires different skills. The Arnold Strongman, for instance, in March is always known as a strength type of an event. In other words, brute weights. You got to be real strong. A lot of these guys come in much heavier for the Arnold because they got to lift a lot of heavy weight. Then World's Strongest Man tends to be more running and more agility in there. So you really have to train completely differently, which is usually not compatible. Like some guys are better with the strength and some guys are better with agility. This guy can do it all because he won both. And he beat the likes of Brian Shaw and 2 former other World's Strongest Men winners in that lineup. So hats off to Mitchell Hooper. Congratulations to our Canadian World's Strongest Man. What a great victory he had, and hopefully he really enjoys the fruits of his labor, and I hope he gets a lot of great endorsements and makes some good money from doing this. And I hope we can see him win another couple of years in a row, make this a dynasty. This is only his first year. He's young. He's got energy. He doesn't have a lot of injuries. I think we're going to see him on that pedestal for quite some time into the future. Congratulations, Dave Palumbo with an RX Muscle news update.